Hamas operatives said to have standing orders to kill hostages if IDF approaches.
This post received a score of 6,000, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Gosh, I wonder why the IDF didn't shoot Hamas a heads up before they conducted their operation.
That was truly one of the questions of all time, the BBC asked someone, and later on got upset when the guy pointed out we can't label every death that happened to the IDF because Hamas was shooting anti-tank RPGs and machine guns.
That's beer scratches the top 10 of stupefying questions by the BBC here. Jump to 425 for a real head scratcher. Bonus Elon face when asked,
"How are you confusing Sky News with BBC? It's written twice there on the screen in very clear text."
Good thing the IDF was in disguise this past week rescuing the 4. Hamas, kill hostages if IDF comes near them? Hamas defenders, the IDF breaks war laws by not wearing uniforms. This is all the IF's fault. So immoral.
And not giving warnings. They want warnings in advance but then say things like this.
And talk to Al Jazeera first before retrieving hostages from their reporter's flat.
But a doctor and journalist was killed, don't you understand? They were innocent scholars who just happened to be holding one of the highest profile hostages in the world right now. Must have snuck in, happens to the best of us.
Whoa, hole up there, buddy. The journalist had no connection to Al Jazeera, they said so themselves. I mean, yeah, they changed their statement to say that they paid the guy for multiple articles, but I mean, kumi on. The journalist was simply a contributor to Al Jazeera. Just because he was paid for work by then doesn't mean he worked for them. As for those who think in any universe it matters that the terrorist was only a contractor and not an employee.
The interesting thing is, if this really was just a random guy and Al Jazeera wasn't trying to recruit a Hamas guy, then being a terrorist must be really common in Gaza.
I find it unbelievable their policy on killing hostages before they are rescued has changed as a result of this past week's events. Killing your hostage before their rescue is hostage-taking 101, especially in this context. Hamas is not new to this game.
My question is, did they send out a company-wide email so everyone knows, despite not knowing where the hostages went?
I know that the members of Hamas are not exactly affiliated with Mensa, but killing the one person who could potentially secure your survival doesn't sound too bright to me. You could keep them alive and surrender, or you could kill them and guarantee your own death.
That's the point though. The soldiers in terrorist organizations are just fodder. They're a tool to be used like any other weapon. This is just a tactic to 1. Try and discourage the IDF from launching any rescue operations, and 2. Encourage the IDF to indiscriminately target Palestinians by seeding fear that any Palestinian could be secretly Hamas about to go kill a hostage after spotting the IDF team. Hamas wins in both scenarios.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.